All right, everyone. I want to bring, if you guys have transitioned over, you guys probably already know this step, but for those who are new to the presentation or haven't viewed any others, you need to go ahead and change the quality of the video. You can find that at the bottom right of the video and set that to 720, and you will get the best quality experience. We're going to start a presentation in 2 minutes for those who will be attending just this session. Thank you for your patience. All right, for those just joining, if you can set your video quality to the highest settings, you'll get your best viewing experience. You can do that at the bottom right and set that to 720. We're going to go ahead and start our presentation. I am your host, James Drummond with Code Envy. Thank you for attending CheConf16 2016. In this session, our presenter, Mario Loretto with Red Hat. He's a proud contributor to the Che project, and he's done quite a bit for us. And also, we have our very own founder and CEO, Tyler Jewell. And they'll share their presentation on deploying Che as to OpenShift. We have Che committers in the conference chat who will be doing their best to answer the questions. If you have any questions that don't get answered, please feel free to contact us on our GitHub repo. All right, Mario, if you are ready, you can go ahead and start presenting.
Yes, thank you very much, James. It's really a pleasure to be presenting at this CheConf 2016. So as you said, I'm going to talk about Che and OpenShift. So I'm a software engineer here at Red Hat, and I'm a committer on Che since a few months. So I'm currently working since 1 month on the integration of OpenShift and Che. So that's not surprisingly what I'm going to talk in the next 30 minutes. So let me let me share the slides. Okay. So we are going to start from the perspective of a Che user. So we are going to see why it's interesting for a Che user to work with OpenShift. Then we'll see the other way around. So for an OpenShift user, why is it interesting to use Che as an IDE? And once we have made it clear that it's interesting to have Che and OpenShift working together, we're gonna see how they can work together. Once we have done that, we'll finish the talk with a presentation of our current work, so what we are currently working on, and precisely the service provider interface. We're gonna see what it is and why it's helpful and why Red Hat is interested in contributing with CodeEnvy on that service provider interface. So first of all, well, I'm a Che user, so I love Che, and I love to use this with OpenShift. So let's see why. Let's see what are the main benefits that I get using Che with OpenShift. First of all, OpenShift comes with a pre-configured and secured Docker engine. So since Che use deeply containers technologies and rely on Docker, as we have seen in the previous talks. So it's important that we have a Docker well configured and secured if you want to use Che in your enterprise. So OpenShift guarantee that you can't do enough. You can't do too much harm with when running a container on your host. So you have a secured container engine. So that's the first benefit. The second benefit is that OpenShift comes with some frameworks, some runtime environments to deploy your application, to build and deploy your application. So as a Che user, I will be able to use that to deploy the application I'm developing with Che. So inside Che, I'm gonna be able to build it and to run it, to test it on an OpenShift cluster using this frameworks and runtime environments. And the last part of OpenShift that comes with OpenShift that is useful for a Che user is Kubernetes. So OpenShift comes with Kubernetes, so that's a container orchestrator. And how a container orchestrator will be able to help us? First of all, with its orchestrator, OpenShift makes Che scalable. So if you have an instance of Che and you're running a lot of workspaces, here the cubes here represent their workspaces. If it doesn't run it with an orchestrator, all the workspaces will be executed on the same host where your Che server lives. If you instead are using OpenShift and Kubernetes that's run just below OpenShift, your workspaces will be dispatched, scheduled on the different node of your cluster. So you will be able to run much more workspaces on your single instance of Che if you're using an orchestrator. And that comes without any configuration or anything. Thus, OpenShift does it for you. The second benefit of OpenShift as an orchestrator for containers is it makes Che highly available. This means that if you need to switch off one server, OpenShift, you can ask OpenShift to just redeploy your workspaces and your Che server to another node of your OpenShift cluster, and you will be able to turn off the server you want to maintain, and you won't have any unavailability of Che during this time. So we have seen from a perspective of a Che user, we have seen that OpenShift can be really useful. So I'm an OpenShift user too, and why do I find that Che it's cool to run Che on OpenShift? Well, the first reason is that I'm a developer, and it's for me one of the things that are more frustrating from a developer point of view when it comes to when I start working on a new project is that I have to set up my development environment, so my IDE. So I have to set all the dependencies needed by my project. I have to set up environment variable, all the a lot of stuff is needed to make just the build and test the application I'm working on. And these usually this setup, I have to do this setup on my local machine with my local desktop IDE. So and once I've done that, I will be able to push my application on OpenShift and to distribute them. But all the stuff need to be done locally to the development setup. If Che is integrated in OpenShift, developers won't need to set up their workspace, their development environment locally, but they will be able to use a shared workspace templates that is available for other team, and they will be able to reuse exactly the same configuration, the same version of the dependencies of the CI/CD system and of the production. So but developers won't need to spend all this time to set up their configuration, their development environment with Che. So that's a cool thing, and so that's also the reason why Che is really the missing part of the OpenShift puzzle. So currently, with OpenShift, we can distribute application as Docker images or with source code. We can run them using the provided application frameworks or runtimes, or with some new customized frameworks or runtime. We can add some runtimes or application framework, and we can scale application using Kubernetes. So the last part of the puzzle is that we can, with Che, we can build application within OpenShift. So not only can distribute, run, and scale the application, but we can also build them inside OpenShift. So that's cool. So we have seen that as a Che user, that it's really interesting to use Che with OpenShift. As an OpenShift user, it's interesting to have Che integrated within OpenShift. So let's see how they can work together. One way to integrate Che and OpenShift is using the Che OpenShift plugin. So that's a Che plugin. If it's added to Che, it adds a menu item, an OpenShift menu item on Che that will allow you to deploy your project to an OpenShift cluster. So here you can see from the screenshot the form that you have to fill, and that will allow you to deploy the application you are developing with Che on OpenShift. That's something that is already available from the last April, and there is a blog post that describes how to do that on the OpenShift blog. We're not going to cover that more than that. I'm going to show the link to the blog post at the end of the presentation. So, but in the second way to integrate Che and OpenShift is to run Che, the Che server, as an OpenShift application. So to do that, we can use an OpenShift template. If you never use that, that's just a form that you have to fill. You click a button, and you have your application started on OpenShift. So enough talk. I'm going to show you that live. So I'm switching to these are two windows of my browser. So in the left window, there is the OpenShift console here, and on the right windows currently there is nothing, but it's where I'm going to show Che, the Che application, when I will have it deployed. So let's begin. Okay, so here is the list of my project. I've already set a project that is called Eclipse Che. and that project is empty. It means that there is no application here. To add an application, I can just select Add to Project. And in the catalog of the application, I have an Eclipse Che template that I can select. And I have to fill some information here. So first of all, the application name, we can leave it like that. That's the host name. So once Che will be deployed, I will be able to connect to Che using this URL. So I have to make sure that my host can resolve this URL. And then what we need to specify is the image, so that we're going to use to deploy Che. Instead of using the latest version of Che, I'm going to use a special image that I've created that it's tagged with the version CheConf. So the last things that we need to add is the Docker Zero Bridge IP. That's probably something that is going to disappear when we are going to merge a pull request that makes it possible to run this on OpenShift. But for now, we can leave it like that. So once we push that button, so the application is created. So it's deploying now the Che server. So as you see, it's creating here a pod with a service, and the application should be available now at the URL that we have specified before. So I'm going to just reload it. Okay, fantastic. So it's working fine. I'm going to just make it bigger now. And so as you see now, we have a fully functioning Che instance running on OpenStack. I can access the pod and see information about this application, and I can see also Che logs here. So that's cool. So but that's enough for this now. So we can come back to the overview. Okay, and we can come back to the slide. So that's really cool. That's something that you can do straight away with using the template. So with the current version of Che, is it possible to do that? I'm gonna share a link to the template that I've used to deploy Che, but that's still not enough because there are some limitations that we are going to see on Che, running Che on OpenShift, and so we are working on something that we call the Che Service Provider Interface to get rid of these limitations. So I'm going to, in this last section of this talk, I'm going to cover this Che Service Provider Interface. So first of all, let's talk about the current limitations. So if you try to run the latest version of Che on OpenShift now, you will have a couple of problems. The first one is that as soon as Che will start workspaces, the containers that it will start won't be managed by OpenShift. So they won't be OpenShift pods, but they will be just containers. So that's because Che today needs to talk to the Docker API directly. So it doesn't know the OpenShift API. And the second problem is that the Che server needs to run in a privileged container. So that's really something that we want to fix. And that's mainly because Che needs to talk with, to need access to the Docker socket. Che needs access to the local file system, and Che needs to open multiple public ports when running. So these are the reason why the Che application needs to run in a privileged container on OpenShift, and so we are working to fix that. But let's talk about the reason why OpenShift, the reason why Che today cannot talk with the OpenShift API and talks just with the Docker API. So mainly today, there is a module of Che that it's responsible of creating runtime environments, and that's the Che runtime management. And today there is the Che runtime management. It uses a Docker connector that's basically a Docker client that that can start workspaces for the Che runtime management. So what we want to do to be able to run Che with not only the Docker API, but also with others API, like the OpenShift API, the Swarm, Docker Swarm API, or Kubernetes API, is to build an abstraction layer that the service provider interface that will let the Che runtime management create workspaces in using all these container engines. So let's see a demo of the OpenShift connector. So the OpenShift connector is the second connector. So after the Docker connector, that's the second connector that as we are developing, and so it allows Che to talk to the OpenShift API. So let's see it in action. So the version of Che that I started before, it is running this OpenShift connector. So now I'm going to start a new Java workspace. So I'm going to use the Java stack. Let's make it bigger. Okay, so as soon as I start the workspace, you see that on the OpenShift console, there is a new pod that is created. So actually, it's running. So the workspace is running with within a pod, and we can also see that the logs that you can see on the Che console, it's also available on the OpenShift console. That's exactly the same log. So this is, so these are okay. So these are the two pods that are currently deployed. We're going to put them on the same group. Okay, so it's the workspace is starting, and so currently that's something that isn't currently merged on the Che repository. We are going to provide a pull request to make it available in the next weeks, and I'm going to share the branch where we are putting our commits now for that OpenShift connector. By the way, as you see now, we have a fully working workspaces that's running on OpenShift, and so that's really cool. So that's the result. That's the result of a few days that we have worked on that during a Che hackathon. So a meeting that we have done to build that. So that's how the OpenShift connector has been built. So as Red Hat, what are we currently working on? So first of all, So we are actively contributing to Che, and we want to contribute more and more. Our ongoing tasks are to build the SPI and in particular the OpenShift implementation. We have the developers, the other engineers from Codenvi, and to remove the OSPAT volumes in Che workspaces. So that's the need to access to the local file system. We want to remove that, and we want to expose only one public port for every workspace service. So these are necessary. These 3 steps are necessary to be able to run Che in a container that is not privileged. So who is working on that as well? So our team is growing. So we are not all working full time on Che, but Red Hat is putting a lot of resources on that, and we are also hiring. So we are looking for engineers to work on Che. So if you're interested to be part of Red Hat and work on Che, we're looking for people like you. And so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share some useful links. So I've talked about the blog post on about running the Che OpenShift plugin. So you can find the description on that in the first link. The second link is about the Che template, so and the instruction to use that. So you can find that there. It's a GitHub repository, and the last link is about the Che branch that we are using to work on the OpenShift connector. So I've finished. So if you want to contact me, you can find me on Twitter or on my email. And so that's all for my presentation.
Hey Mario, thank you so much for presenting. We have a question from our chat. This person asks, can you share results? Hold on one sec. I think it's, let's get back to your screen. Give me one sec. Okay. It asks, can you share results scaling out Che server? In the example that was one instance only, what happens if there were multiple?
Oh, okay. Well, that's something that I haven't tried. What I've tried is if you try to kill Che, actually if Che fails, OpenShift will just restart it. So that's something that can happen. So that was something that was cool. We can just try to do that live. Let me share the screen.
Sure, thanks.
Okay, so let's say that we want to deploy another instance of the Che server. The only thing that we need to do is just to scale up. So now 2 pods are created. So that's the second pod, and we will be able to see. So that these are the logs of the Che, the second Che instance that it's running here.
Okay. Well, great, Mario. There's another question in the chat for you after this session is done. We also have Tyler on. Tyler, if you would like, go ahead and begin, sir.
No, thank you, Mario. I'm just here to host and help moderate.
Oh, sorry about that. Your audio is cutting in and out.
I'm just here to help moderate, James. So we can.
Oh, I thought you were hanging out, having a party with us. All right. All right. Well, then I think we're all wrapped up. Mario, thank you very much for presenting. We all appreciate your fine contributions to the Che project. I'm not sure if everyone realizes that uses Che how much Mario actually contributes, and Red Hat, but they contribute a lot. So we're definitely thankful. You know, if anybody wants to contribute to the Che project, we would be more than welcome to do that. You can visit us on GitHub and create issues, pull requests, and we'll review them and try to get everything implemented. All right. This concludes our presentation with Mario on deploying Che to OpenShift. Josh will be hosting pair programming in Che with Sun from Sir Lee in just a moment. You'll automatically be redirected to the next session. Thank you again for being part of the CheConference 2016.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
James.
Thank you, Mario. See you all in the next session, guys.